Industry leaders, including those from the hospitality sector, gathered in Orlando, Florida at last month's ICR conference, and the focus was on the consumer. NYC content creator Ashley Mastronardi was on the ground and spoke with several C-suite executives, including Fogo CEO Barry McGowan. Here's what he had to say about the firm's growth strategy.
It starts first with people pipeline. So we like to say at Fogo we focus on scaling culture first. So really having visibility and readiness for our human capital pipeline, making sure they're ready, prepared to take on more. When that's ready, we find sites. So right now we have 3 years visibility to our talent globally, and we have 2 years of site pipeline. So we're a year ahead of what we need so that we're very confident if we're going to open a restaurant, we have the talent to do it. That scales the culture, brings the authenticity through, and gets the culinary art form right up front to the consumer to give them the experience they desire and all the value that they expect and experience.
Can you take me through a night at Fogo de Chao? What can a customer expect? What is the experience like?
Well, what's great is depends on the occasion. Like we have a bar Fogo experience. We have all day happy hour where you can sit and have grilled cheese. Amali got the honey at the bar. We have a $10 picanha burger because we butcher all day that we can make you a great burger. And all of our South American wine is half price. We just do that because we want you to experience something new than just, let's say, California wine or European. We're from South America, so we really celebrate those things. Our house caipirinha is decadent, distinctive, and very craveable. So that's one experience. And going to the full experience really starts and begins with the market table. Nutrient-dense food, superfoods from prickly pear to papaya to prosciutto to different cuts of cheese, everything that just complements your dietary form, but also gives you a way to customize and really go back frequently with so much more to enjoy. And then the dining experience begins with select cuts of meat. So we begin with a variety of 16 different cuts that you get to choose. Some people just have 2 or 3 cuts they like. Some people like to sample the full menu. Some people come in and just say, I'll have lamb today. But what we really love is in our menu, you can also indulge and have a Wagyu steak to share with your friends. So a tableside, grilled to perfection, carved tableside, put on the salt block and shared for the table. So those experiences we do organically, and one of our new innovations is our butter-bathed lobster tail. So surf and turf available. We also do something distinctive with seafood. We have whole branzino that we blister. So we don't grill, we blister the seafood, which is really a beautiful way to dine. Really crisps the fish, it's fresh, it's whole, very light and flavorful, and complements our churrasco beautifully. Now on the meat side, the way we cook it, slow roasting with just salt creates a salty bark. So I go back to it's distinctive, very craveable, and regardless of your diatribe, we have something for you.
You're making me very, very hungry, and you're describing the food beautifully. And something you touched on earlier is the meals really are protein-centric, and we have seen an explosion in protein, even at the conference. That is one of the main themes, is protein, protein, protein. Have you seen any growth since that protein craze has started in Fogo de Chao?
Well, it's great. You know, what we love is to say the trends are catching up with Fogo de Chao. We're 46 years old, but I'd say the trend started probably 8-9 years ago. Really, the younger generation, Gen Z and Gen X, we're already moving to protein. We see in our competitors when they run LTOs with beef, their sales go up. So we knew that. But what we love is today, and even you've seen the new food pyramid, correct? So the realization that protein is vital to your human genome across the board. Well, that pyramid that was just released, that's the Fogo food pyramid. So we're going to label it that because you look at it, it's protein first, then all the nutrient-dense leafy greens, the super greens, and the fruits, all that's what you serve at Fogo de Chao. So we like to say at Fogo de Chao, you know, if you care about your diet, you care about longevity and health, we've always served whole food and good for you food. It's just how you decide to dine and your occasion that we can accommodate your experience. So we're really excited. So protein, we're excited that people are discovering that this is paramount, and a lot of people bring up GLP-1. Again, the need for protein is high. So I think there's a lot of good things happening at one time that I believe we're going to continue to benefit from.
What is your hope for Fogo de Chao in 2026 in terms of growth? And how have you grown so far since you've been at the helm?
Sure. So for the last 13 years, we've kept a pretty steady growth algorithm of about 12 to 15% growth year over year. Pretty steady, growing organically with free cash flow, that's unit count and revenue. And I'd say this earnings doing the same. And so last year we finished opening 16 restaurants, which is a record year for us, including international. So we opened 12 in the US, 1 in Brazil, and 3 under international franchise. This year we'll do 16 to 18, including international. And we see steady state continued growth, traffic growth, and margin growth and expansion as we continue to focus on scaling our business very incrementally. So our story isn't anything more than just building on year over year, steady state growth. I would say the last 5 years, COVID period, we doubled our revenue, nearly doubled our EBITDA. This period of time, these 5 years through 29 and 30, we'll double our revenue and double our EBITDA again. So we feel very good about how we're growing, primarily because we have a human capital pipeline that's prepared to do it, and scaling our culture is first, and then the site pipeline we feel very good about, how we're doing. The new restaurants are opening really strong, opening stronger than our year 3 underwrite for those restaurants. So all the indicators are really strong for our brand. And I'll just say this, in Brazil, our brand awareness is 89%. In the US, it's about 42%. So as we scale with only 88 restaurants, we're coast to coast, our awareness keeps growing. And so one percentage of awareness is about $7 million of revenue to us. 1/10 of frequency is about $50 million. So as we build awareness, trial builds, and so does frequency. So all of our innovation, how we develop our sites and where we develop them, is all about building a brand globally.
All right, thanks again to Barry McGowan, Fogo de Chão's CEO.